Oh. What up, chat? What up, everybody? Jacob, what up? Alex Marr, what up, Joe? How did the Friday drop go? It went good. Probably like a third of the way to sold out. So, I mean, ideally, I would have sold out like straight away, but it's a learning process for me, man. I'm not, first clothing drop ever. So, yeah, in the future, I've learned a lot. In the future, I'll just change how I do it. There's like a lot of little things. Like if I would have been more prepared, I could have sold directly from my YouTube channel, which I'm working on like right now. Like you can connect your like Shopify store so people can buy stuff off like a shelf underneath your videos on YouTube, like directly. Same thing on like Instagram. And anyways, just make it easier for people to buy your stuff. You're not trying to make it difficult. You're trying to make it as easy as possible. So lots of little things like that. But yeah, dude, it went good. I think it was well received. There were a lot of people that were saying like, oh, it's too simple. But like, I don't know, personally, I just like it simple. I like that it's just a clean Friday. It's a really good color, like the vintage white, and then the forest green I think is good. And then like the little embroidery hit like down here, the embroidery tag, I think is like really dope. So Jay Griffin, what's good, homie? What are you guys doing today, man? What have you guys been up to? How's your weekend been so far? I need your guys' advice, but I want to wait till more people get here. So if you guys could hit the like button to try and get as many of the locals here as possible, because I got your advice, or I got to get your guys' advice in terms of just like content and what you guys want to see. I have like an idea I want to run by you guys. Anyways, I want as many people to be here as possible to give me feedback. So if possible, if you guys could hit the like button, try and get this out. I want to try and get to like 15 people in the stream. And then what up, Colton? Shout out Colton, best YouTuber, Colton Bassett. You guys put it in the chat if you skated today. I skated today. Super long sesh for me. My legs were toast, but I pushed through and still skated for a long time. Oh, there we go. We're in double digits now. We're in double digits now. I did rainy and wet. Oh, dang. It rained up north. It looked like it was going to rain this morning, but it didn't end up raining, which is sick. So got a full session in today. So I was stoked. Jacob, dude, when are you coming down to St. George? I'm always going up to Logan. When are you coming down to St. George? Colton, we should all try and link. when I'm up north next week for Thanksgiving. I don't really have much time though. I feel like whenever I go up north, it's like just it's full on. No skating today. Went and looked at a house to buy. Hey, I'm watching the UFC. Who's isn't Patty Pimblett fighting some dude that's gonna beat him? Isn't that what's going on with the UFC tonight? Sammy. My man Sam. My man Sam. Yo guys, so as you guys can see, the title is like I need your advice about something. It's in terms of like I want your guys' thoughts on like an idea, content idea I have. But I want people to be here. I want at least 15 people to be here. That's the number I have in my head to like run it past you guys. I feel like 15 is throughout my knee today. No, Sammy. Dude, you cannot help but injure yourself, bro. What is going on with that? Why are you so fragile? Dad skater from Texas here. Let's go. Anthony. Shout out to Texas. All right, we got 16 people here. That's good enough for me. I'm gonna run this idea past you guys. I talked about it a little bit in the last stream. So I want all of you, you know, if you can. I know some of you guys are like doing other things while you're watching or like listening to the stream. So if you can, are you landing all your trays right now? No, I had a horrible tray flip day. I landed like 5 or 6, but okay. If you can give me your thoughts and feelings on this. So I'm thinking about starting a second channel. And I know you guys aren't like YouTube experts, but you are like, you're the viewer. So like what you guys think matters. But so I just filmed a video yesterday where I put the mic on my hat and I skated with the mic on my hat so you could hear me talking. I was like trying to vocalize my thoughts. So just kind of sharing like my process so you guys can watch it. I got this idea from watching Sam Solik, and his videos are like really long, like half hour to an hour, really long videos. And I'm like, man, if I did that, nobody would watch it. But I'm like, I don't know. Maybe there's like, maybe there's a demographic of people out there that would like kind of like more chill, hanging out with, you know, a skate homie type vibes. So I filmed this video. I just got done editing it. And if I do go through with this plan, it's going to be like raw. Like this is a 27-minute video. I cut out most of it. POV hat cam. No, it's the mic is on my hat so you can hear my voice, but it's just tripod shots. And I could also do it like have a homie film, pay somebody to like film me for, you know, a half hour and do just like a raw half hour of skating. But basically it's Colton says I was doing something similar and struggled with Rubik. Yeah, so that's the way Sam Solik does it is he like has an objective. Like on this day he's working on arms. On this day he's working on back. You know, I don't know. He's got muscle groups basically. So I was thinking of like, oh, okay, what if I basically pick a trick and then go through and like document the process of me learning the trick and just like improving at skating, like working on becoming a better skater and just like trying to improve. So it could be like working on a trick that, you know, say I can kickflip, maybe I like take a kickflip down a drop that I'm scared of, or maybe I street skate, or I don't know, just like work on areas of my skating that are not good, if that makes sense. And then you guys follow along. But the big caveat is that it is long. Yeah, when people do long videos, it's because the viewer feels like they have a connection to the creator. In order to do that, the creator needs to make the viewer feel like they are kind of part of the video. Completely agree. So, looks like you lost weight. I didn't. Yeah, so Swifty's completely right. If I'm gonna do this, I it would just like it would be more raw. It would be less editing, but more like connecting, like me talking to you guys, sharing my process, like really getting into the comment section. But um I guess the question could be a good idea. The hard part would be making it engaging enough. Yeah. So that's my thing is like if you watch I like the raw stuff. There's for sure a way to get it to work in that way. Yeah, so if you watch like Sam Sulek, his videos are like like pretty raw. So like it's not like it would be no cuts at all. Like this one that I just about to like I just finished editing. It started out at an hour of footage. I cut it down to a half hour. So it's not like there's no cuts. I'm cutting stuff out. Um but um I guess I would just want to focus more so on like do you want to see a little bit, Sammy? Okay. All right, let me see if I can play what I got for you guys just so you can get an idea. And I don't know how well this is going to work on the streaming thing. I've had problems with like upload speeds and whatnot. But let me see if um okay, I need to add a source. Video storage. How do I share screen? Um Let me find okay. Share. Unable to share. Please update permissions to allow screen recording from the browser. Can I just share my screen? Just like straight up, just share it? Entire screen. Share. You should stream more of the skate contests. Yeah, I would like to do that. I just don't have a good like place to stream right now, but down the road. But if you look like Brian Arnett, for example, him and his group are starting to do hour-long videos from time to time. So I don't think it should be a consistent thing, more so once every few weeks. Yeah, so this is like the whole thing. So Brian Arnett has like 4 channels, I swear. He has like so many channels. He's got like Brian Arnett, Boring Arnett, OBS Legend. Yeah, that's me. Freak. I'm actually using something called Restream that's supposed to make it even easier to stream for like idiots like me, and I still don't have it configured. But I haven't been streaming a lot, so if I was streaming consistently, I would have this stuff dialed. But Brian has like 4 channels, and like each has like a different kind of content. So if I were to do this kind of like raw content, the question I'm having is like, all right, do I put that on my main channel or should I just create another channel? I have a name. You guys can throw out name ideas. If I create a second channel that's more like raw and more about like connecting with me, like more personal basically. Gaming Arnett. Yeah, that's the one I couldn't think of. But so I thought of Local Joe Kind of Sucks because the channel would be like I would want to do that name because I feel like it prepares people for what the videos are, and it's literally just like me trying to learn like tricks that are not like so the video that I've got going right now is me trying to learn kickflip front 50s. So it's not like a crazy trick. It's also not like the easiest trick. It's not the most basic, but I'm trying to learn kickflip front 50s and just showing like the raw process of, the session, like getting into it. So, can you still monetize on the new, smaller, newer channel, or is it worth putting on your main to keep growing it? Yeah, see, that's the question. Like, the thing is though, I don't know. I don't know. It's just such different content than what I've been making that I'm afraid people would hate it. If that makes sense, because it's like people know kind of what to expect when they come to my channel. It's usually going to be like, oh, we look at a pro and this is what he's doing. Let's try it type thing. And so doing something super raw, I wonder if it would just really suck because people are like just losing interest because it's just so raw. It's more about like the personal connection than it is, about like the idea of the thing. It's just showing me freaking just sucking. So I kind of like the idea of a second channel called Local Joe kind of sucks because I feel like that gives me like, I don't know, creative space to just do like lower effort stuff that is more focused on like connecting with you guys personally and also skating rather than just like, oh, I got to make sure that they watch till the very end. Like, I don't know. Let's see. He has his main channel, Brian Arnett, where he posts his best videos, and then Boring Arnett for his raw footage. I also think having a group helps with the engagement, but definitely possible solo. Yeah, having a group is a good idea, and I have some homies that would probably be down to be in it. I think it's a good idea on your main channel. You curate a specific audience. This will allow you to try different things and reach a different audience. Local Joe, tutorials, Street Joe, Raw Footy, Joe XL, Skater XL live streams. Okay. Street Joe. I kind of like that, Street Joe. But that I don't think I dedicate a whole channel to like street skating, but yeah, I don't know if I do it enough for it to be like its own thing. Dude, you're way better than you give yourself credit. Thank you, Colin. That's nice of you. Would you make a video on your SOTY pick? Bro, I don't know who to pick for SOTY this year. Last year, it was so clear who the front runners were. This year, I feel like nobody that I can think of is like really put out like multiple parts and is like really gunning for it. I feel like it almost feels like everybody just like blew like all their footage last year and now there's nothing left. But I would love to see more of the skate contest coverage. That is dope. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. Keep hitting me with the ideas, guy, because I'm like, I don't know. I'm open to a lot. Like right now, set up a backdrop and do some reviews. You break down tricks really well. Thank you, official Keith. The streaming guys, unfortunately, until we buy our own house, there's just logistically not a good way to do this consistently. Like I'm doing this right now because my wife is gone with my son and they're at a birthday party. And so I have, it's quiet and I have, time and space to do this, but it's not consistent. Yeah, like covering SLS Resurrection, for example. Yeah, that would have been fun. I thought about that too. But yeah, it's just time wise right now, time and space is limited. Also, creators like Chris Chan does a lot of vlogs, and then part of it are his skating clips. I think if you did a day-to-day kind of skated themed vlogs, that would be cool. Make a new channel, Foreigner or Outsider Joe. Do you know what's funny? When I was in college, I started a clothing brand called Local Pine. And that's where I got my nickname. People call me Local Joe because my name's Joe. And I started this brand called Local Pine. And it did really, really good on like that campus. Like my stickers were everywhere. People were wearing my shirts. You couldn't go around campus without seeing one of my shirts somewhere. Like I was killing it in this like little micro universe. And there are some people that were like jealous and they thought I was corny. So they started a brand to make fun of my brand. And instead of it being Local Pine, they called it Foreign Aspen. How funny is that? Foreign Aspen, because I made Local Pine and they were like, this guy's so whack. We're going to make Foreign Aspen. Anyways, they made like stickers and everything, bro. And then I went one day I was like with my homie and we went to like his friend's house and I saw their stickers everywhere for an Aspen, and I found out like my homie's homie was the guy that did it, and I randomly ended up at his house, and it was the worst thing. I was just like so like, what the like. Anyways, I was like I felt like I was in enemy territory, dude. It was crazy. I was like, these people all probably knew who I was too because they obviously like started their parody brand of my brand, and I had no clue who they were. And then like I got in the situation and like saw them all, and I'm like, bro, they probably all knew who I was, and I was like so clueless until I started seeing stickers everywhere, and I was like, oh my gosh! And then I asked somebody, and then I was in like the inner sanctum of like the parody brand of the brand that I started. Bro, they coming for you. That's how you know you're doing something right. Yeah, it was fun. That was a really fun brand. That brand's the reason I started my YouTube channel because I couldn't figure out how to grow it bigger than just the university campus. And I was like, if I had a YouTube channel, then I would have like a global audience and I would be able to sell my brand like all over the world. So that's when I had the idea of like, okay, next time I start a brand, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel, and that's gonna be like the delivery for like my brand. And so it's been a long time building up this YouTube channel to now like finally start doing like clothing drops for Friday and whatnot. So it's been a long, like full circle thing. It's been like 3 years of building this YouTube channel. And now I'm finally like starting to like play with the idea of like selling products again. But that was literally what started it was like that brand was like stuck in this small little, it just did not have a lot of reach. And so I was like, all right, next time I'm just going to focus on starting like getting the reach through the YouTube, and then I'll try and figure out the brand stuff. But it's like if the reach is taken care of and I can reach a global audience, then it's like my brand is not the limiting factor anymore. Or I guess the brand is the limiting factor, not the reach. Whereas before it was opposite. My brand was great, the reach was not. So a little backstory about me. And not that you really cared, but like I was saying before, just going outside and recording things you do with you and some homies, finding spots, going to other states, skate park sessions, just recording a day with your homies. Yeah, that would be really fun. TJ, is TJ in the chat? TJ, we doing this? TJ, maybe I need to pay you to be my filmer. I'm like really like serious about looking to try and outsource some stuff so I can, but it's hard because I don't know. You can't expect people to like work around your schedule if you're not paying them. And so there's a vid on my channel with that, by the way. Yeah, TJ, put the link to your channel. If you guys want to see just me skating with some homies, TJ made an edit of a skate session that we had a week ago on Saturday. Trick tips to all your tricks on round rails. Yeah, maybe I should just like keep Local Joe, the channel, keep that like informational, and then just have Local Joe kind of sucks be the more personality driven type stuff. But then I don't know who it was made a good point that it's like if you were starting over, those videos wouldn't be monetized. So yeah, that would suck because I'd be putting all this effort and like no, I wouldn't get paid for any of the views. But who really cares? I guess like the videos would probably get like 0 views anyways. Maybe I should just try it. Maybe I'll just start a new channel. Oh my gosh, there's so many little details though to starting a channel. This is why I want to talk about it because it's like before I put in the effort to register for a new YouTube channel and do all of this, like I'm just like trying to figure out if it's a good idea to do a whole second channel or maybe I should just first just try posting this on my regular channel and see what you guys like. But if it gets monetized, then you got 2 channels making money. Yeah, but 2 channels doesn't really make me more money. It's the views, you know? So, I don't know. I don't know if this is kind of coming from the whole gifted hater drama, but I cannot stress this enough, dude. F that dude, he's a trash person. Dude, you guys, bro, I don't think this is so funny because and I kind of created this problem. I think I'm like the antithesis to gifted hater, and because of that, people that like me don't like gifted hater, but I have no problems with gifted hater. In fact, I respect him a lot. Like when I posted that video, and I was pretty much just like using him kind of clowning on me, and I like blew it way out of proportion, made a 10-minute video, and I didn't really talk about the situation too much because I pretty much just used that as a springboard to talk about my clothing drop, to talk about like the stuff I've been going through, and really to try and connect with you guys like more personally. And so, yeah, it's funny because I think a lot of people think that like gifted hater like really like doesn't like me or like makes me feel bad about myself or something like that. But it's not like that at all. When no, you talked a lot. I don't know what you're referring to exactly, but I guess I just want to put it out there. When I dropped that video, gifted hater was like uh put a comment on the Instagram post, and he's like, Joe, why am I seeing a 10-minute video about this? And so I reached out to him like personally, and I was like, um, what did I say? Let me find it. Let me find it in my messages. So I just messaged him and I was like, yo, were you trying to flame me or no? And he said, nah, man, I was just using it as a slide. And I said, oh, LOL. And he was like, it was the last thing I screenshotted. I thought it was funny, but I was not like trying to get you or something. But all good, the content machine churns on. So basically, like, I took what he said like the wrong way, even though like he did think it was funny. So like he probably screenshot it and sent it to somebody because he thought it was funny. And for me, it was like genuine. It was serious. So I think he was laughing at. I think he thought it was corny. It's all good. But even so, I kind of like low key like put him on blast in a way. Not that I was like really trying to put him on blast. I was basically just trying to use that as a springboard to be able to like talk about my brand and everything that I've been doing. And then when I like like went and talked to him, he was like he was just like not offended that I made some content about that. And then he was like, basically, all good. The content machine turns on. And I was like, dude, people were sending it to me like, I hate this guy. I just figured it was a satire roast. And then I was like, all right, man, have a good night. And he's like, you too, my brother. And then like a little bit later, I was just like feeling like a little bit weird about it because I I felt like I almost like caused more drama on the misunderstanding of what he did. Like I think I took it wrong, um, or took it like more than what he intended. And so what happened was uh I like a half hour later, I was like I messaged him again and I said, yo, would you prefer for me to take the video down, or should we let the pot keep stirring? And then he was like, "No, it's okay. I can handle the heat." So he could have just said, like, "No, I'll take it down." Like, yeah, you kind of like took it the wrong way. I literally think that gifted hater, like, the way I see it is like, he was like, "Dude, no skin off my back." Like, I roast people all the time, cause drama for people, and he's like, maybe you like did this a little maybe I like did it to him a little bit, but he's willing to like take shots just like he gives them, which like I don't know. I think that is respectable, and also I don't know. The video got like a decent amount of views and in a short amount of time, and I think that he's like he just doesn't take it personally, which I really respect. And I try not to take it personally either. Like when he's like come at me, like I lost a ton of views when he put me on blast. I lost a ton of views. But like a lot of what he said critically about my channel, about like clickbaiting and whatnot, a lot of that was valid. Like it just was. And unfortunately, I guess I wasn't intending to clickbait people, but I guess like I was, because in my head I came up with catchy names like the Ashadware front shove hack, and I never thought that people would take that as like, oh, Ashadware is in the video, but that's how people took it. So it's like I intended it one way, but that's not how people were receiving it, and so people were feeling like deceived or misled. And so that was a fair point, even though I didn't see it that way because I was on the delivering end. On the receiving end, like he was exactly right that that's how people took it. But when he said that, I lost so many views because people were like, oh yeah, Joe's screwing us over, he's lying to us and manipulating us. And I like my views dropped off so hard after he put me on blast, like so bad. But it's all right. It could have just been coincidence, honestly, but he's got a content mind. Yeah, I think so. Like, I think he just is like opportunistic, and he understands, what people uh, find interesting and entertaining. And honestly, I feel like Gifted Hater is YouTube's skateboarding, or just like skateboarding industry. He's our comedy. He is like if skateboarding and comedy had a baby, like Gifted Hater would be that. So, anyways, you guys don't need to worry about me like taking things too personally, I guess, from him. We've chatted a few times on Instagram. We're not like best buds or anything, but it's always been like I feel like it's always been positive and upbeat, and yeah, so yeah, I don't know. That drama stuff sells though, dude. That's crazy. Got so many views so quick. I was like, man, maybe me and Gifted Hater should go Shaq and Kobe and create a fake beef to oh my gosh, to try and drum up some views. He's a gooster, can't take it seriously, dude. Yeah. I saw some of his content earlier on, and I just couldn't stand him. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. If you don't like his content or whatever, that's fine. I like it. I think he's funny. I think he says a lot of things that other people are thinking and nobody's saying, because nobody wants to be like the bad guy. But for whatever reason, like he doesn't mind. He's a good skater, but he's a trash person. Just someone I'd avoid in real life completely, regardless of the situation between you and him. Yeah, I could not that he's a trash person, but I think he seems like the kind of person that like sticks to his uh like close circle of friends, and is probably not the most friendly person. But I think I'm probably the same way. I'm not like I used to be really friendly and outgoing, and as I've gotten older, I've just like been like, no, I'm doing my thing. I'm probably less friendly than I used to be, but I'm actually trying to. I see like you guys will pull up to my park, and so now I'm trying to be more friendly so I don't treat a fan poorly. I think leave it on one channel and have certain days when you do breakdowns and certain days when you do the homie sessions, and then people know what to look forward to. That's a good idea. Hello, Kimberly. My wife just got me Powerade and fries and a chicken sandwich. winning. Thank you. Yeah, Tony, I think you're right. I think you're right. Skaters are trash. Spoiler alert. No one respects your branding. Okay. Pinky Leader. I got some strong opinions here, buddy. All right. He's a memester. Never take those guys seriously. Look what Joe needs, a weight loss instructional. Seriously. I know you're trying to be like rude, but I agree with you. Yeah, comedy for sure, but he makes some valid points, especially when criticizing brands. Sammy Baked, we all love drama. I know I was seeing this thing about like human psychology that it comes from, we're like tribal beings, right? And so when there's beef or whatever, that's like instability in the tribe, and so we need to see how it gets resolved before we can move forward, because we're like wired as like tribal creatures, and so we can't help but like see the drama and the beef and keep it going. LOL, just beef more. Yeah, I thought about it. You can get injured easy trying tricks and being unhealthy. He's the voice of the people. Yeah, I feel like in a lot of cases he is. I got some heat for titling a video "How to 360 Flip a Video." A few got mad that it wasn't for a frontside or backside 360 flip, which I can see no one calls it a tray 360 kickflip, but that is the technical name. That's so funny. People interpret things literally or add what they want to see. Yeah. To say he's a trash person, I don't think you've watched his content enough. Yeah, I honestly think he is like a good dude. Like I think he is a kind to me, like looking past all of that, like just the fact that his name is Gifted Hater, I genuinely think like one on one that Joe is like a good person. I just think he likes to he's a comedian. He has a specific type of humor that can be abrasive, but I think I genuinely think like he's a solid human being. I would just send him a fart in a jar. Very, very smart. I regret I try and like not read ones that like I think are stupid. That one I just read mindlessly. He called you out on you need to type better. My real name is Joe. No joke. I think he was saying you've lost some weight, so you need to put out your tips on how you did it. Bro, who's saying I lost weight? I'm literally the fattest I've been in my entire freaking life right now. No cap. I was 209 this morning. I know like it's weird because muscle mass and like everybody carries their weight different and whatnot, but I'm literally the fattest I've ever been right now. But it's like I'm skating as well as I've ever skated also, but I know I would be skating better like had I if I like lost some weight. But I thought about doing that as well, like a weight loss journey. Maybe that's stupid. But I thought about like documenting it on Instagram and TikTok or something like that. Like day one trying to lose this much weight. Anyways, there's literally like once you kind of like get a hold of this like content thing, and like I've kind of built a brand and like people kind of know what to expect. There's so many options for content, way more than like I would ever be able to like actually produce, which is why I'm like, man, if I had somebody editing for me, I could just put out so much content, but it's just the logistics are really tough. Drama and negativity sells more, unfortunately. That's Gifted Hater's niche, but it works. What up? Let's go skate. Sup, Joe? What's up, Steven? Gifted Hater is really based and genuine. Yeah, Sammy, you get it. I just think it takes it, he rubs some people so wrong that they don't see that. Or maybe because he doesn't rub me wrong, I'm like delusional. You're about to buy Final Cut. Dude, Sammy, bro, I feel bad. Like, what if it doesn't work out and you just spend all this money on Final Cut? And also you have to learn Final Cut. I don't know. Sammy, don't buy anything yet. Don't buy anything yet. Let's talk. I'm not saying it's off the table. Sammy wants to be my editor. I just need to think if I want to have somebody remote. Maybe I could talk TJ into doing it, but TJ is so busy. And also like anyways, I've got to figure out, how much money to allocate towards that. And anyways, yeah. It's so complicated trying to grow this stuff. Premiere Pro is the way to go. Oh, TJ, you use Premiere as well. TJ. What is with you Premiere people? Neen does that. I don't even think that dude skates anymore. It would be cool to watch a weight loss series. Yeah. I was 280 before I started skating. Wow, man. That's heavy to learn skating. Props to you. Gift the hater is fine. People are just soft. I agree, Colton. Why Final Cut specifically? Because I use Final Cut and I want to be able to do a final editing pass. What about DaVinci Resolve? I mean, I'm already like on Final Cut. You got a health insurance plan, Joe? LMAO. Yeah, I'm just saying, TJ, maybe we do it on the side. You have your health insurance plan with your job now, and then I don't know. I want to create a production company, so might have to cop eventually. Oh, that'd be sick. Premiere and Resolve's the GOAT. What do you do for a living? I am a dad, and my wife kills it in real estate. Just hopping in, trying to figure out what's going on. 280, that's old. Beetlejuice. Remote editor takes a lot of weight off your shoulders, man. Takes a while to get to learn your style, but it is worth it. Peacing out, Joe. Have a good rest of your stream. Thanks for popping in, Colin. Local Joe becomes average Joe. Opens gym franchise with weight loss vids. Destroys Ben Stiller and Josh Baldwin. You need to do some hating. Standard editing rates are $100 per finished minute. Best advice is to find a kid, mentor him or her. Yeah, Scott, that's kind of where I'm at. Is like I need somebody that's underqualified that I can teach. That like me teaching them about editing and content is part of the compensation because I don't have the capital to just be paying people what they deserve. I got my first sport. What's up, buddy? Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. Well, thanks for your advice. I still don't know if I'm going to start a second channel or not. I think I might just test it out on the first channel, doing like the raw videos on my main channel, because at least that'll make me money. If it tanks, maybe I start a second channel and make that like the expectation to do these super raw, like more personal videos on the second channel, and then keep the first channel like more like instructional. So yeah, you're right, Isaac. What do I have to lose? Just do it. No need to confuse YouTube. Do raw videos like Ryan Arnett. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm talking about. Yeah, test it out. Scott Film says one channel. One channel. All right, we're sticking with one channel for now. Keep one channel until a second is necessary. Yeah, and maybe you need a channel people can vibe you and interact. Yeah. Quality over quantity. Can't wait to see the new content. All right. Thanks, Tony. Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend.